Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. I have just finished reading this book and oh my god, the sheer joy of finishing a book is something only a reader can relate to. So without any delay, let's talk about the book now. This book has been on my TBR for almost 2 years, but I had been putting it off because it's a retelling of Mahabharat and we all know that what that story is about. It is very tough for one to pick a book and actually like it when you already know the story. But a few days ago, my sister asked me to pick a book blindly from my TBR jar, and that turned out to be The Palace of Illusions. And what a coincidence it was because it was Women's Day week, and everywhere I had been seeing this book on Instagram, on YouTube. That's because Chitra Banerjee's writing is loved by so many people. And when it comes to most recommended books written by female authors, then you will definitely find one of her books in that list. So, and also the point that this book is a retelling of Mahabharat from the point of view of Draupadi, that made this book the perfect pick for that week. So I finally picked it, and to be honest, this turned out to be beyond my expectations. What makes this book unputdownable is the way it has been written. Even though you know the story, you will not be able to put it down unless you finish it. The introduction of the characters and the progression of the story through various chapters is done in such a beautiful manner that it makes this book a page turner. The story starts with the birth of Draupadi and then progresses from the bonding of her and her brother, and which is followed by the relationship between her and Krishna. And then comes in family dynamics, and Draupadi is married to the Pandav brothers. And finally, when she goes to Hastinapur, that then the incident happens which leads to the battle of Kurukshetra, followed by the victory of Pandavas, but at the price of lives of so many people. The book finally ends with the death of Draupadi. So this is the story we all already know. What makes this book special is not the story, but actually the feelings of Draupadi that she goes through throughout her life, and that is what the author wants you to feel through her writing. The very first thing you'll come across in this book is the relationship between her and her brother, which is then followed by the friendship that she had with Krishna. These two relations were the most important ones in her life because the mere memory of having loved someone or being loved by someone gives you so much strength in your weakest times that it is totally unmatched. But neither having a mother nor being loved by a father is what breaks your heart and makes you root for Draupadi even more. When she is married to the Pandav brothers, in spite of having someone else in her heart, is when you will see what longing for someone feels like. Still, she moves to a barren land with her husband and starts a new life in her palace of illusions. You will feel her happiness and the pride that she felt being the queen and not just a princess. But even that will be very short lived. She'll finally go to Hastinapur, where she's insulted in front of so many people, that too by the very last person she expected. And here comes her hunger for vengeance, and then you'll see what a fierce fighter she is. The way she turns things around and makes her husband take revenge for her, how she starts a war for not just her honor but also the honor of her husband's and the palace that she loved more than anything. The very war that will take away everything from her, including her own children. The pain of losing someone is the toughest thing one can feel, but the mere thought of losing a friend can be so painful, is something I felt for the first time through this book. The friendship between Draupadi and Krishna was the purest form of love I came across. Every woman should be blessed with a friend like Krishna, who not only knows your strength but also your weaknesses and is always there for you in the time of need. The strength of their bond has been proved by the fact that when she is dying, in the end, the one person she thinks about is Krishna. At the end, when she finally sees Krishna holding her hand, is when she is able to break out of the chain of womanhood and rest for life. With that comes an end to all her pains. In its own ways, this book tries to show the condition of women in the society and what the society expected from them. Throughout her life, Draupadi had to keep her feelings a secret to herself just because it was against the expectations of society. And ultimately, she dies unhappily and guilt ridden. So, all in all, this book was a complete roller coaster of emotions and feelings, few that I had already felt, and some of them were totally new to me. The only thing I did not like about this book was the overemphasis on the fact that Draupadi had feelings for someone other than her husband's, and I understand that it is a fiction and things don't need to go by the manuscript, but liking someone at a swimwear is okay. But I felt that the plot was forced at so many points, like the tampering of the relation between Draupadi and Kunti just because Draupadi felt that Kunti knew her secret was totally not needed. Suppose you are in a war where your husband, your children, and your whole family's life is at stake, and you have been given divine powers to see what actually is happening on the battlegrounds, and you all you want to see is someone you had feelings for, is totally beyond my understanding. And it just made the character of Draupadi weak and emotional, which was totally against the aura and strength that had been given to her from the beginning of the book. Anyway, that is my point of view, and leaving that part aside, this book is totally perfect. If you're looking for something very soul soothing but still empowering about a woman, then you should definitely read this book. Thank you for watching till the end, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. That keeps me motivated to come up with new videos. Thank you for watching.